Welcome to the first edition of Whiskey Thoughts, or Alcohol Thoughts, or whatever. I'm Logan. Tonight I started drinking Crown Royale. I've switched to Maker's Mark, bourbon whiskey. I'm mixing it with Squirt. Not really the best concoction, but you know what? I didn't really have anything else, so it's going to have to do. Tonight, the topic on my mind, and I honestly, I'm telling myself that I'm recording this so that I don't think that I'm nuts for talking to myself, you know. The topic on my brain for this evening is friends that I don't have anymore. I don't know if this is a common occurrence, or maybe it's just me, you know, I'm not really sure, but I almost feel like I have lost more friends than, you know, a lot of people I know. When I graduated back in 2015, I am 24 years old now. And when I graduated, I wasn't really that close with a lot of people in my graduating class, to be honest. I was only really close with like maybe 6 or maybe like 4 or 5 or 6, maybe, I guess. But like I had a lot of friends that I would hang out with outside of school and I'm not talking about the friends that, you know, we drift apart from and they go on their separate paths. And to those people, you know, that I just lost touch with because they were on a separate path in life, you know, I wish them well, and I wish them nothing but the best, and I hope they find what they're looking for. You know, I hope life treats them with nothing but, you know, good and great things, and I hope they succeed. I'm talking about the people that have literally Facebook unfriended me, and some have blocked me. And I'm not talking about like ex-girlfriends either, because, you know, obviously that's like a common thing these days. I'm talking about in general people that have unfriended my ass, you know, go on to talk this nonsense about me to other people that I know. I just, like, I don't get it, you know. Am I that... It's got me sitting here with my glass of whiskey thinking, am I that bad of a guy? You know, am I actually a piece of shit? I don't think I am, personally. I think I'm pretty easy to get along with. I guess I don't know me from an outsider's perspective, but I would say I think I'm pretty, you know, easygoing. I try to be, at least. I try to be easygoing. I try to be good to everybody. I've matured a lot in the past 3 years, I would say. So maybe that has something to do with it. Cats are fighting. I would say I've definitely matured a lot, and it's changed since I've matured. Since I've noticed me maturing in the past 3 years or so, I've noticed, you know, more and more friends not, you know, saying that they don't like me whatsoever. So maybe I was just too immature, you know, back in the day. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'd have to ask the people that don't like me anymore. I don't know. But it started after high school. The two people that I was closest with in high school at the time, not closest, but I hung out with a lot, you know. You know, one day they just kind of decided they were pretty much done, you know, being friends with old Logstud. I checked, you know, because from time to time I check out the homies on Facebook, see how they're doing. I think most people do that. And I was unfriended, and I was like, oh shit, dog, what did I do? You know. and that's when I was like, huh, that's weird, you know. After that, I had a job where I was a child in a childlike world, and I'm referring to the job as being the childlike environment world. And what had happened was, there was coworkers that were, right around my age that wanted absolutely nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna lie, for an 18, 19-year-old kid like myself that was really impressionable to everything the world had to offer. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of broke little Oak Stud's heart. People don't like me. Oh my God, I'm offended. Something like that. It happened again when maybe I've just hung out with not very good people. I guess that could also be the case. But it's happened again. It's happened again and again and again, and it's got me thinking. It's happened, a couple times with like family members too, but that's only been like twice. And then it's mainly happened with coworkers and a couple people I went to high school with, and that's about and like I said, a couple members of the family. And that's about I want to say on the list of people that have gone as far as to say they don't like who I am. I would say the list is about 11 or 12 people long, which isn't a bad list. It's not a bad list. I'm sure there's a lot of people out in the world that have far longer lists than that. But to me, it's just it piques my curiosity. Why? What did I do? Where did I go wrong? I guess. And a lot of times, you don't really go wrong, with things like that. Sometimes you just a lot of cases actually you just lose touch, and it is what it is, and there really ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Really nobody's fault, But in the case of people that have actually said, they don't like the person that I am, that it's kind of like, wow, well, that's kind of not nice, That's kind of rude. I don't know. Maybe that, and it could just be my brain telling me weird, bizarre thoughts when I'm drinking some whiskey here. It could very well be the case. I don't know. I'll tell you, in my mature age, somebody that I've reconnected with, and I've formed an even closer bond with, is my homie Joe. I was always really good friends with him back in school and whatnot. And then he went to college up north. So he moved away for a few years. And when he came back, came back to living in the same area as me again, is when, we obviously could hang out more now. We were both at a good drinking age, so we could go out and shit like that. And it just, it kind of just clicked. I was like, wow, I have absolutely missed my homie, I'm so thankful for him, by the way. I had been in a bit of a pickle the past couple of months, financially. And I remember he came over Monday to this house, and the first thing he offered to do was actually buy the two of us dinner, and I was like, damn, dude, that's awful sweet, And so I don't know, that's not to burden any of the people out there with my financial life, but I thought that was that makes a real awesome dude, in my opinion. Oh, honestly, this looks like piss, right? This is kind of good. It's not the best. It's no Jack and Coke, sure. But it's all I had in the house, and it'll have to do. Let's chat about... How long should I make this? Maybe another 10 minutes, I don't know. Let's chat about my daddy. My daddy. His name is John. He's a wonderful man. My dad, I moved into this house. This used to be his house. I moved in here with him when I was 18. I was in college part-time, and I had a part-time job. And then I left college after 2 years, community college after 2 years, doing just the basic stuff, Because I had no idea what I wanted to do. I still hardly have a clue, to be honest. And, my dad was wonderful to me. when I lived with him here. You know, he he taught me a lot of stuff. Actually, he helped me, I think, to mature a little bit. Um, you know, we had a lot of awesome get-togethers at this house. You know, he's an awesome guy. When he moved out, he moved probably 20 minutes away from here, and he gave me this house, you know, because he had this house owned, and he gave it to me and said, you know, just you gotta pay the utility bills and all that. It's yours, you know. Love you, pretty much. Thank you, Daddy. And and so you know, I got this place, and my daddy, he's doing wonderful these days. I think. We don't chat as much as I would like, but I think that's just both because we're both rather busy gentlemen, you know. I seem to be busy doing something every freaking day of the week. Sound like a child. I seem to be busy every day of the week. I don't normally have a day to myself ever. I'm always doing something with somebody. I wish I had more free time. That would be nice. I don't know. Overall, I would say I'm pretty happy with where life is right now. I would say. I have a giant list of goals set up. I don't know when I'm going to release this. I don't even know if I'm going to release this, to tell you the truth. But I have a giant list of goals set up for 2022. And I hope I can make it all happen. The goals that I had set for 2021, I made most of them. I didn't make, like, 2. But I made most. But the next year, you know, I've got to, like... I've got one major goal in mind. I've got, like, one major one and then, like, 10 little ones. And, the major one, it's going to be what's hardest to do, I think. I don't really want to go into it today, but am I the only one that does that, you know? I always try to set up, like, one major goal every year, and then a bunch of little ones, and just see, you know, kind of... Woo! I'm tired! Oh, God! It is, right now it is 10:09 p.m. And I woke up this morning, I started the day at, I think, 6, so I'm getting a little sleepy. Oh, jeez. I hope everybody's well. I hope. And if you tuned in to listen to me ramble for 13 and a half minutes, thank you. I appreciate it. If you had a drink with me, thanks. I hope this found you well. You know, join me again to have another drink in the foreseeable future. That's actually pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty solid invention. You know, you can taste the whiskey, but like it's this whiskey is pretty damn powerful. I gotta say, I don't really think it's. I'm not really sure. This is 45%. Crown is 40, right? Yeah, 40. I prefer Crown's taste better. I mean, that's just because this is straight bourbon, and that's not, obviously. It's Crown whiskey. And the other one's bourbon whiskey, so... Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go. I'll miss you. Let's finish this whiskey and let's call it a day. Cheers.